Yo, what is going on, fam? Hope everyone is well. I know my whiteboard looks super crooked. I don't know why. I'm gonna fix that after, but welcome back to another lesson. Happy Monday. I say this every single lesson, but this is going to be a very, very important lesson, and I honestly think it'll make a huge change in not just your trading, but the decisions you make when it comes to your entries, your exits, etc. I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to a trading view. I wouldn't call this a strategy, but it's a way that I would definitely recommend drawing out your zones. Obviously, I show you guys many different ways how to draw zones, find zones, but this is going to be more of a confirmed way on how you can really better utilize these zones to actually make decisions inside the zones, right? It's one thing to actually draw the supply and demand zones after the reversals, but you always want to make sure that you're making the best decisions when price is inside those zones. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Going to be a quick, short little lesson. Just going to show you guys, um, this short little way. And let's go ahead and hop right into it. If you guys haven't already, also, I just uploaded the trade recap from today. So go ahead and check that out. Took two beautiful trades, especially the puts went well over 100%. And yeah, go check that out. Anyways, so basically what I'm going to show you guys is simply just drawing out supply and demand zones, but I'm going to be basically doubling up the zones. And what that exactly means is I first want to find a zone on the 1 minute, and I then want to go to the 5 minute and match the zones inside of each other. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. What this does is this gives us more of a confirmed entry and a confirmed area of where the highest demand or highest supply is actually resting inside of our zone, right? Because our zone is pretty much a price range, but we want to make sure that we are entering at the correct area inside the price range. You know what I mean? So I'm going to show you guys exactly how we can do that. So on the SPY charts, per usual, this can work for anything, right? Um, and like I said, we first want to start on the 1 minute. You can do 5 minute and then go to the 1 minute, but I'm gonna just start on the 1 minute, right? So for the 1 minute, we obviously want to look for some sort of demand zone. And the way that I do that, you guys already know. I've made many videos on this, so I'm going to draw out my demand zone. Keep in mind, on the 1 minute time frame, I include the whole candlestick body and the wicks for my zone on the 1 minute time frame. Keep that in mind because it's going to be different for the 5. We have our demand zone created. Going to go ahead and extend that baby out. Boom. Actually, let's honestly start on the 5 minute. Let's start with the 5 minute. I'm sorry to switch it up on you guys. Okay, cool. So let me. I'm not sure if that was the right time. It's whatever, to be honest, because this will work for pretty much anything. Okay, cool. So obviously we want to draw out our demand on the 5 minute. So I'm going to do this. Now, what I was going to show you is on the 5 minute, the way that I draw my zones out is I only include the wicks, whether that's the top of the wick for a supply zone or bottom of the wick for a demand zone. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Boom. Extend that baby out. And then now we have our 5 minute demand zone, right? Let's switch to the 1 minute after we drew our 5 minute. If we did draw our 5 minute, right? Because sometimes we're obviously not always going to find a zone. And then let's go back to right here. Now, this is our 5 minute zone that we just drew out, right? So what we want to do is now we want to look for a 1 minute demand zone inside of our 5 minute demand zone. And if we can, that'll be a very strong and solid confirmation for us to take our entry because we're doubling up our zones, aka we're getting double the confirmation that this is where high demand, high buying pressure, or unfilled orders are resting, right? And obviously, whenever that's the case, market moves up or market moves down significantly, right? And that's obviously what we want. So, anyways, we see a demand zone right here, right? We can see a strong move up indicating strong buying pressure. Now, keep in mind the move or the candle before the move up. That's typically what I do for the 1 minute. And then for the 1 minute, I'm going to include the whole candlestick body and the whole wick as well. I'm going to change the color so we can kind of get more of like a better idea. I'll just make it blue, I guess. And then I'm going to extend that out. Now that we have our both of our demand zones, or even our supply zones if it was flipped, right? Now that we have both of these zones, like I was saying, we have double the confirmation now, right? We have two zones, one on the 5 minute, one on the 1 minute, both very similar. We always want to make sure that the zones are inside of each other, just how it is right here, right? If it's outside of each other, then that's not the double confirmation that you would want. This is a double confirmation because both the 1 minute and the 5 minute are pretty much in the same area, confirming that is where the high buying pressure, high demand would be. Now, look what happened exactly when we bounced inside of our 1 minute. Just look, right? Just look. I'm not even going to explain, right? I just showed this to you guys, a random spot on the chart. You guys just saw me get lost. We pulled up a random spot on the chart. You can see it bounces into that 1 minute time frame. Stop loss, of course, always being a complete close below. So if we were to enter right here at 1590, our stop loss would be below 1570, risking 20 cents. And you guys just see, right? You can see the amount of buying pressure that stepped in, the amount of demand that was laying here, right? You can see me spitting right here because I'm so excited to show you guys this shit. Did it just disappear on me again? Come on, Spy. Okay. So yeah, you guys get the idea though. Match those zones, match it on the 1 minute time frame, match it on the 5 minute time frame, draw them inside of each other. Utilize the 1 minute for your entry and utilize the 5 minute for an area to spot the reversal, obviously, because price obviously is going to bounce into our 5 minute demand zone. So the 5 minute demand zone, aka the price range, that's basically the price range where we should be expecting the reversal. The 1 minute demand zone is where we want to take advantage of for our entry, to utilize our entry to get in at the best point possible, right? And then obviously you just let the trade run, do its thing. Depending on how you treated this trade, you could let it run to, the final supply, run to market close. You can let it run to this resistance level, which we can see right here. You could treat this trade in so many different ways, but you can see how well it absolutely worked out. You guys get the point. I'm not going to show you multiple different examples or scenarios because it's pretty much works the same for every other demand zone on every other ticker, and then obviously vice versa for your supply zones. Just keep in mind that the zones need to be inside of each other. Utilize the 1 minute to get the best entry possible, and utilize the 5 minute to understand where price is probably likely to reverse, right? And then you guys obviously know where to put the stop losses, and that is pretty much that. And then obviously, like I was saying earlier, make sure the zones are always inside of each other. That's how you get the double stronger confirmation. And when I say double confirmation, that means you have one confirmation being your 5 minute demand zone and another confirmation being your 1 minute demand zone. So you add both of that demand together, that's even more demand, right? Even more buying pressure, which is what we want to trade with. It's what we want to look for, right? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how it works. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Much love.